Dear colleagues, sorry, yesterday I passed the topic, evening topic, and do the usual Russian story when we meet with the neighbors, etc. The first part of my topic will be how the first visit Piotr Pavel, just new Czech president, with Slovakian president Zhuzhava Chaputova into the Kiev and meeting with the Ukrainian president Vladimir Zelensky. So they arrived into the Bucha, and Bucha is a main point with the international court against the Russian aggression in the Ukraine. So the first part of my talk will be the dispute how the financial means of Russian invasion into the Ukraine. Not only I think this story is very important for the not only Russian treasury, but for the economical dispute for all economists of the world. Right now, I must to note how the Russian treasuries and his department, tax office, worked the new plan of the individuals, of the individuals. If you remember, Russian individual tax individuals have only one scale of tax individuals consisting 13%. And this is a main story where went this money. This is tax individuals going in the local budget. So if the mayor of any town, since Moscow to the small town, maybe for example Urupinsk or Kinishma, oh Jesus, and maybe Kislovodsk, have money in the local budget for the individuals. So if we have if you have more people, more men who have a big incomes, so for majors of this town were very profit. I remember it, Kirovsky governor Nikita Belykh, who claimed to change living from out of the Moscow, Nizhny Novgorod, and Ekaterinburg, and live to the Kirov city, the Oblast center, the capital of the Kirovsky Oblast. But he is in prison now. Jesus. And Russian tax office change this is a scale of the individual task, and it will be since 13% to the 30%. So this is very profit at first, not small town, for example, Michurinsk, maybe Almetьевsk, or Kingisepp, but it is very profit for the biggest town as Nizhny Novgorod, St. Petersburg, Yekaterinburg, Voronezh, where more people have a big income. And certainly this is a support of the budget of Sobyanin, who spent money for the build the transport ideas. This is a crazy story, and so the Russian government, Mishustin, Putin, and Putin's administration need to support all the majors, all the big towns, and certainly this is the majors of the big towns spend part of the budget money to the Ukraine into the Ukraine story. So the participation of the big towns and rich regions in of Russia into the Ukraine invasion into Donetsk, Lugansk. So this is a special operation of Russian treasury. And, so this is big. At this time, one of the big and largest and richest town in the world, New York, have a plan into the 2025 refused of the gas means gas method of the preparing the food in kitchen of the household. This is a very big achievement that will be due to the first the fire dangerous and the ecological situation. So it's and certainly the New York must be to the productive more electricity. One certainly it's maybe for New York, which according to Bill Gates' book have consumer 50 gigawatt electricity. So this is colossal sum. And totally, I suppose to the build the underwater, not underground, underwater nuclear reactor for the safety New York of the electricity. This is security and ecological and environment and for all. And totally without emission, pollution, and cheap electricity for the biggest wonderful town of the world. So it's not storing the Times Square. Before the second part of my topic, where is my plan? The biggest Dems of U.S. Congress ask U.S. President Joe Biden to supply Ukraine the jet fighters. So this is jet fighters in the very will be useful in the spring and summer offensive of the Ukraine forces. In, in Ukraine forces. The second part of my topic will be the continue chase the nuclear atomic energy. This is very important due to how the Russian statistical close more and more. And certainly all of them, all information, economists must be found in the another sources, independence and consumers of the oil and gas from Russia. It's China, India, and others. Yes. Who call and so there is the hydrocarbon story. Hydrocarbon story when the Russian oil and gas consumers more refused, and certainly we have a problem for the Russian government, Russian power about the biggest sources and resources rescue for the Russians is very have a problem. Then another story about inflation. The statistical the Russian is very heavy as sources of the economical information. So when was leader one of the Saratov representative Malkov of the Russian statistical agency. The statistical agency have play game with the information information stream. And right now, Russian authorities advanced to the chief of the statistical committee, one of the representative from the economical structure of the ministers of economical development. And meanwhile, Andrei Belousov, Russian vice economical vice prime, also advanced from the Ministers of Economical Development. So this is official have another game with the economical information. So in particular, the GDP data, this is wrong. The inflation data, it's incorrect. So right now we must, for example, divided inflation of the investment inflation for the metal and the food inflation. The food inflation this is very have a top point every day, and it's very interesting the behavior of the population, how not protested even the hint of the protest. But I noted how the people in the department stores, in the grocery stores, shops is becoming more less and less. Decreasing the numbers of the consumers' food production is also very big signal. The source information how the food prices have push over the wallet of the Russian simple customers, and not only statistical or non-statistical have information about it in the public in the media due to the it may be political question, the food inflation during the period of the special military operation. Jesus, and the last topic of today, United States put the one task, the Federal Security Service, and the corpus of the Revolution Guards in the Iran. Iran has named as the one sanctions against two organization. So thank you. Bye.